Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Heroic Brick Studios, and obviously it has been a very long time since I've uploaded a video. It's been about 2 months, and in case you guys don't follow me on my social media, I pretty much just said, you know, I just wasn't motivated to do anything, and I feel like I could be doing so much more with this channel, but it's just going to take some time, and I would definitely want to get more into mock building and some other stuff down the line, hopefully. But, you know, I said in that post that I wanted to have a mock done by Halloween, and guess what? It's Halloween. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's actually October 27th. I just won't have any other time before Halloween to actually record the video. So, if you guys are watching this on Halloween, happy Halloween for you guys. In case you guys don't plan on going trick-or-treating, I have my own treat for you. So, obviously, you know, by the title and the thumbnail and what you're looking at right now, the mock that I've been working on for the past 2 months is the Batmobile. Now, the Batmobile is one of the most recognizable cars in all of pop culture, and this one is very heavily inspired by the 1989 Michael Keaton Batmobile from Batman, and I think Batman Returns. So, I love those two movies. I love the Batmobile. It's my favorite on-screen Batmobile ever, and I absolutely love it. Now, before I actually get into this mock, I just want to preface this. This is not my original design. This actually, the design for this originates from a user on Rebrickable GreenLantern. That's his username is GreenLantern. I don't actually have his real name. But, if you guys actually really like this design, I'm going to leave a link in the description to his account where you can see all of his other creations and along with the original design for this Batmobile. And he leaves LDD files for all of his projects, at least I'm pretty sure. But he leaves the LDD files on there for you guys to download them, and you can modify them or build them exactly the way he did. So I think that's really nice and generous of him. And I obviously did that for his Batmobile design. Now, if you go and look at the original design for the Batmobile, mine looks slightly different. I made my own modifications here and there to kind of suit my preferences. And mostly my complaint with his original design is that it just looked really tacky, and it had like all these studs on it, and to me it just looked kind of ugly, so I just replaced a whole bunch of parts with slopes. I evened out the fins on the back of the Batmobile. I changed some colors here and there. I redid the front, and especially like around the headlight regions, but you know what? At the end of the day, you know, it's still mostly his design. This is probably like, I want to say 80 to 85% his still, and then the other like 10 or 15 to 20% me. So, it's just like I said, I changed some stuff here and there, but I kept the same basic look because I'm really quite fond of it. And I do actually have a couple of complaints about the design, but I'm not going to get to that until later in the video. But if you guys are excited, leave a like, and, you know, let me know what you guys think. But for now, I'm going to get a little bit of a closer look with this mock. Alright, so I'm going to try to do this all in one take because I haven't done, like, this up close of a personal look at a mock before. Like, pretty much all my previous mock videos that I've showed you guys of the same Hall of Justice mock, I'm really sorry about that. It's kind of just me starting off with holding the camera to my face, pretty much just talking about Brick Fair, and then I just kind of like hold the camera and shake it around and stuff. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to try to be very organized about it. But, you know, starting off with the size, you know, it's probably maybe, I'd say 7 to 8 inches long, and then definitely like 2 or 3 inches wide. It has 407 pieces. That's at least my count, and that's according to LDD. But I actually can't remember. I think my version of this MOC has a few more pieces than the original design by GreenLantern. But, I got a hair on there. But, pretty much, you know, I really do like the design, and, starting off, I guess, here at the front, as you can obviously see, it's not very interesting. Now, the big signature thing with the Michael Keaton Batmobile is like this front circular area with the dome piece here. This was actually kind of hard to find because this dome piece is kind of rare. You don't really find it in a lot of sets. I have a lot of the metallic silver ones, and I believe that's actually the one that GreenLantern used in the original design. But I saw it was available in black, and I thought I'd just, like, you know, try to make it look nice. I originally did have a silver one there, but last minute I decided to make it black. And then a thing that I changed was the headlights here at the front. If you look at the original photo, he had like a cheese slope here and I think another brick. But I kind of just wanted to smooth it out and make it look nicer, in my opinion. And then a thing that you're going to see throughout the entire MOC is the use of these angular plates. And I think they look really nice, especially on this MOC. And GreenLantern did a great job with it. And moving along here to the side, I have to stand up, so I'm trying to like look and see in the through the camera. We can start with that. So I'm not even gonna manhandle it this time. But here on the side, as you can see, it is mostly smooth. I do have a bit of like extra like texture to it, and there's like another brick back here with a stud on the side with this 1x1 plate sticking out. You can kind of see like that. It just, to me, I just thought it would look nice. And then here on the side, there's a whole bunch of like mechanical elements going on in there. And then we have a black barrel sticking out of here. Now that's actually also kind of a signature with the Michael Keaton Batmobile. It just looks really cool. And then continuing from the front, we also have more angular plates. These are the ones that have like the angle going towards the left, because this is the left side of the car. But and then moving on to the tires here. Now there's two different pairs of tires on here, because in most incarnations of the Batmobile that I've seen, the Batmobile has slightly bigger, beefier tires in the back and smaller ones up in the front. And that's something that GreenLantern did. I haven't really meddled a whole lot with the design because, as I said before, I'm a big fan of the design. But, God, it just looks so awesome. And then here, moving on to the back. Now, when I was taking pictures of the MOC, it was kind of hard to see it, because we have stuff blocking it. But the back is kind of simplistic. It just uses a lot of the slope bricks. And then here we have the main exhaust area. Now, in the original LDD file, there is like a flame piece sticking out of there. I just didn't think it was necessary for the video. A lot of slope pieces that continue all the way up the back. And then right here, we have like the 1x2 slope pieces that have kind of like the great like vent shapes or whatever. I don't know what they're called. And then here on the bottom, we do have some of the 1x1 cone pieces, and if you can kind of see, they're in the metallic silver color right there. Those weren't originally metallic silver. I just decided to change them because I wanted to make it look nice. And I actually just noticed right here off the bat that I screwed up right here on the back with the headlights. So that's a blooper. Not really, I'm not going to edit it. But pretty much this is the correct way they're supposed to look, and then this is just supposed to be flipped. I'm just now realizing that, so that's kind of bad. I'm going to have to redo a picture. But then here on the side, you're probably wondering how the bat fins are built. It's mostly just a whole bunch of these 1x2 slope tiles, I want to say they're called. And then there's like more tiles and stuff, and it's just a whole bunch of 1x1s and 1x4s in there that you can see. And it's the exact same on the other side, nothing's changed. And all the mechanical elements have stayed the same from there. And then moving up to the main cockpit. Now the cockpit is kind of a pain to remove. That's a slight little nitpick that I have, because you have to take off like an entire portion of the roof. So like, that's how the cockpit looks, like that. And then you can flip it up like this, and you have a little red chair, like the seating area where you can seat Batman, and then you have a steering wheel and then two little control panels there on the side. Now, this is where I'm going to start getting into the complaints. So I do have a Batman figure right here, and I'm going to take his cape off because I don't want to ruin it, and also because I don't, the space available doesn't make it suitable for Batman with a cape, and even with the soft cape, I tried it. I also can't really seat Batman in there fully. So you can see Batman in there, and I can close it, so I can actually totally seal him in there. I just had a barrel piece pop off. That's another complaint. Wow. This is going horribly. Need to push that back. That's another complaint with the barrels. They're really fragile and they come off super easily if you hold it in that area. I'll put that on at the end of the video. But you can see Batman in there. It's just kind of a tight space. And then my other big complaint is the fact that the scale really bothers me with the figure. Like, to a minifigure, like, this car is gargantuan. Like, this is massive. Like, I don't think the Batmobile should usually ever be taller than Batman. So, that's just my kind of small gripe with it. I still love the design and everything. It's just, I wish the scale was kind of done a bit better. But when you're using a lot of these parts, you know, you're going to wind up with a bigger model. So it does make sense, so I can't really be too mad. But, you know, I just wish I had, like, a slightly more to scale Batmobile. So, let me see. And then, aside from that, it's already kind of happened with the barrel here on the side. But, there is a lot of fragile elements on the Batmobile here. So you're going to have to be, like, really careful with it when you handle it, if you build it yourself. And then, something kind of here on the bottom, it's relatively solid for the most part, but the actual underside of the Batmobile is not put together very well. In my opinion, at least. It's just super fragile, and especially when I was building it at first, like, I had a whole bunch of stuff breaking constantly. And I mostly use the LDD instructions, which are actually really horrible. If you're able to import it to Studio, I think it's what it's called. It's like stud.io, but I'm pretty sure it's just called Studio. It should be easier, but I just followed the LDD instructions and for like 75% of the way, and then just kind of eyeballed it from there. So luckily I was able to put it together the way it was intended to. But, I don't know, I still have some complaints about it. It's still really cool, but, you know, I'd probably give the design like a 9 out of 10. There's some stuff I have to fix, but overall, at the end of the day, I'm still happy with the way it turned out. So, I think that's it for the little close-up. So let's get into the closing of this video. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, you know, I'm sorry I took so long of a break. I really just didn't feel motivated to post anything after the Aquaman review, and even then I was kind of thinking, you know, why am I doing it? I don't know, I'm kind of at a place right now where I still don't really know what I want to do as far as this channel's going. And then I have a whole bunch of stuff going on in my personal life. I'm going to school right now, and college is just it's college, you know, it's stressing me out, but you know, I'm trying to stay on top of it, and I'm really glad that I was able to bring this video to you guys. I do have another MOC planned for December, and I feel comfortable in saying it's going to be Aquaman related, like for the movie. It's probably just going to be like a tiny little vignette display thing. I really want to do something for that movie. And then I think after that I have a Star Wars MOC planned, but it probably won't come out for a few more months. So if you guys are excited for those, you know, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We're at 1.3, almost 1.4 thousand subscribers, so like thank you guys so much for that. I definitely noticed my channel was still growing even as I was inactive, and normally when that happens I lose a lot of stuff, so thank you guys for sticking around, because it really means a lot to me. And I know some of you are probably wondering if I'm going to be reviewing the new Spider-Man sets that are set to come out later this year. And the answer is yes, but only 2 of the sets. I don't really care that much about the Spider-Mech versus Venom mech, but I definitely want to get the other 2 regular system sets. And then aside from that, I don't really know of much else. I do have a minifigure collection video that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's been ready for a few months. I finally want to put it out there. So if you guys are excited for all that, you know, leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, follow me on all my social media platforms, links are down in the description below. Again, sorry for kind of like not really doing a good job at showing you guys all the detail and stuff on the Batmobile. I'm going to be posting the pictures on my Instagram and my Flickr, so definitely check out the ones on Flickr because they're going to be the highest quality, because Instagram really like brings down quality in pictures. So just go check those out, and I think that's all I have to say. So again, thank you guys for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye!